Hello everybody, just a quick introduction before the beginning of this video. This is the final of Dublin University Science Fiction Society's 2v2 League of Legends tournament. This was originally recorded live on Twitch, and here we just have the games and we've cut out all of the load-in times. So hope you guys enjoyed the video.
So, the vying for bot lane begins.
Yes.
Okay, so champions are loading in. We can see that Ezreal is going Doran's Blade start.
We have a lot of Doran's pickups here.
And Zyra is going
Shield.
I wouldn't say anything too expected here. Like, it is like kind of just standard starting items. Like, Doran's is always a solid choice. It's what you go for. It's reliable.
To note, Ezreal has less attack speed and less attack damage to start than Lucian has, so Lucian should have an easier time picking up CS.
So, okay, so he does have a slight advantage at the start, yeah.
He
should pick up nicely for Ez, though, after a bit. Like, a couple of upgrades on, like, kind of his standard skill shot, like, it's pretty damn strong.
The Relic Shield on Blitzcrank does mean that the meme team may be trying to go for a CS-based victory, or just a more sustained lane rather than an all-out fight.
And we actually have both teams just kind of waiting it out here.
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to exchange really at the very
They're
beginning.
not venturing out into the brush for this game. There's too much at stake. If it goes badly, then I don't think they want to chance it. We do have a just a ward set up there as well.
So Blitzcrank has placed a ward so that he can see if there's any easy pulls.
So that brush is nicely covered for them. It does give them a slight advantage as well. You can't really sneak up now for blue.
In fact, that's Lucian's ward.
Yes, it is. Okay. And we have the minions spawning now. They're on their way. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to have any sort of initial engagement here. We're just going to have to wait for the creeps to come out.
Yeah.
So they could be going for that. Lucian is laying down all the taunt moves, I guess. I call them taunts and that.
Well, there's the dance.
It's interesting to note that Zyra hasn't yet. Zyra has only now chosen what skill she wants to take, which is.
Oh, really? Actually, oh yeah.
She waited that out.
That is interesting. Just I guess waiting to see what's really needed. Okay. Might as well. Some initial standard creep kills now. Blitz already moving into the brush. Oh my god, that is a very nice grab.
Yes.
Just some
they weren't going for the fight initially at all.
Yeah. That's a very nice grab there, though. Just get off a little bit of initial damage. Ez has already popped his potion now as well, so it's nice to just have that removed on him.
We can also see that even though Lucian and Ezreal had only gotten 3 CS there, due to Blitzcrank's Relic Shield, he gave Lucian the CS lead.
Yeah.
Yep, it does give him an early lead there, which is quite nice.
The regeneration doesn't hurt either.
Yes,
especially when they're
helps with trades.
Oh wow, Blitz is going for another grab there. These grabs aren't being too favourable. He seems to be taking much more damage than he's actually dealing there.
No, Ezreal's Arcane Shift lets him play around the grabs quite well. If Blitz manages to land his Power Fist on Ezreal, that could be different. They should be able to get a good bit of damage down on him if that happens.
Yeah, should
but again, look at the mana pools.
It is good to note that the blue side are quite low on mana in comparison to the red team.
They are, yeah.
That's from all the escapes that they've had to make.
And Blitz does also have a mana potion, so he is kind of free to just get a couple more of those grabs out there because he can deal it off nicely.
Blitz did fail his last grab though, which means blue team can play a bit more aggressive if they want to, but they're probably just going to CS here.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're still behind. That's probably from the constant aggression.
Yeah, oh, is this a tri-cast? Yes it is. The three of us are going for this. Okay, just pulling back. It is just kind of standard kind of creep kills here. Lucian has got a bit of an early lead going here. He's got a considerable amount compared to Ezreal. Blitz has also picked up a couple of lead kills, but again, he's still got a very nice lead there for Lucian, which is just great. And he is sort of like kind of warding away from the creeps at the moment.
Yeah, he is being very aggressive.
Well, not really, not necessarily aggressive, just I would say being quite cautious at the moment. Like, each team I feel is just holding back at the moment. They're quite reserved in how they're playing.
They kind of have to be
pseudo-aggressive.
I suppose.
The blue team is very much designed so that they should be able to get early kills. And if the other team are denying that, then they don't really need to go aggressive, because we do see that Lucian is CSing far better than Ezreal.
Yeah, he does seem to be doing very effective here. And it is interesting to note that like their team does seem to be built like as aggressive there.
Well, the difference is Ezreal, he can use up his poke damage to CS, whereas Lucian can CS, and then using his passive, which his skills activate, he can also CS after poking the enemy team.
Yeah, I noticed, like, despite the fact that he's been, you know, being aggressive with these pulls, and Lucian's been tagging on that, he hasn't missed out on any of his CS meanwhile.
It definitely seems like blue team are on the back foot at the moment.
Oh yeah.
It's quite possible they can turn this around though.
They do have one advantage in their favour. Lucian is very low on mana at the moment.
Yeah.
It's the only notable thing I can see at the moment. Other than that, they're just taking a bit of chip damage, both of them.
That's
they really do need to catch up on those creep kills though. They are just ever so slightly falling behind.
They're behind by about 300 gold, which is quite a decent bit.
It's going to depend now on when either of these teams decides to recall just to get some additional items. Because by recalling, then they may be able to kind of quickly catch up on the creep kills.
It's a big question. I would assume that Ezreal is wanting to back for a BF sword, in which case he is quite a bit behind Lucian still.
Yeah. So just someone asking there. What are the win conditions here? Again, the win conditions are either 100 creep kills, 2 heroes die, or the first tower is destroyed. Those are the win conditions for this. And it's best of 5.
And red team are currently 1 game.
Yes, the red team are currently 1 game ahead.
The big thing to note is it's 100 creep kills on a single champion. Because otherwise the shield which Blitzcrank has would be like far too advantageous.
Oh, red team's actually recalling back now. They're going to take advantage of the extra gold. So this gives Ezreal just a nice chance to catch up with some creep kills there because they are not here.
Picked up a BF sword.
That's quite nice. And
boots.
wow, you can just see that gap narrowing quite quickly. Oh, they're going to recall now as well.
He's going to lose the advantage by recalling it.
Yeah, actually is. I do suppose that he might have enough. Yeah. Oh my god, he's just going to go full out for his blades there. Look at that.
That is very bad for Ezreal. It means that he didn't have enough to go for the BF sword.
Yeah, that is very unfortunate. Lucian, in contrast, did have enough, and he got to hold on to his Doran's blade as well.
So Lucian is now almost 15 attack damage ahead of Ezreal.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be tough now. It's like that slight advantage in the creep kills as well. It really is a huge advantage for red team at the moment.
Yeah.
It is interesting to note that Lucian only has 30 magic resist, which Zyra can abuse. But again, if you look at Zyra, she's after going double clot armor, so she's expecting to be taking a lot of harass.
Yeah, she's trying to build just a bit more bulkier. I guess it does cover like the team's just kind of inherent lack of bulkiness, I guess. I guess you put it that way. Does provide some nice defense. Oh! Narrowly missing that grab there.
They've lost their ward, they have no vision.
Getting quite a bit of damage off on Ezreal here. He did also pick up 5 potions though, so I guess he's in for the long haul now. He's planning on sticking around.
The 5 potions could very easily make a big difference here.
Yeah, and considering the amount of creep kills that we need to go here, like we could be approaching the end of this game quite soon now.
We are expecting, everybody's going to hit level 6 over the next few seconds here.
Yeah, so this is either going to erupt in a massive team fight in just a moment, or...
Oh. Ult's already gone off.
We're steadily plodding at the moment. We could just keep steadily plodding.
Oh, that was a nice...
Blitzcrank's ult essentially means that if he lands a grab from now on, it's a free assassination for his team. Ezreal and Zyra probably have more team fight potential from their ults.
Yeah. I was surprised that in the end they decided not to ban Blitz.
The grab is off on Ez, but he just managed to get there. Oh my god, what happened to Zyra? Oh wow. Zyra goes down and Blitz goes down following it. And
now we see.
Who's going to win this battle?
It's over!
God!
It's over!
They pulled it back! Oh, that is fantastically played though. They actually managed to pull that back despite the disadvantage.
That was very impressively done.
Oh my god, that was actually really well done, yeah. Good job the blue team there. Okay, and we'll have a brief flicker moment again. We're going to queue up for the second game now. So that's one aside now.
Very interesting. Ezreal had brought the exhaust instead of flash, which made a very big difference there.
Oh, okay, yeah. Have to lock him in place. Okay, we're going to have a brief flicker moment just again, and we will be right back.
Okay, so we can see that the teams are rather similar, except there's definitely no Blitzcrank this time around.
Yeah.
Definitely not Blitzcrank, yeah.
I was so sure.
Trying to deceive their opponent by putting on the fake mustache and glasses. It could pay off for them here.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what way the champion or what way the teams play, because Lucian definitely was CSing much better in the last match.
Yeah, and we have them swap sides as well now, so
and
doesn't make too much difference.
Look about the same.
Okay, so we're gonna be off to the same start here then. Just let the champions get over there. Let's see if we have any like kind of initial like kind of play in the brush. So I was actually quite surprised that they were so cautious at the start of the last game. Okay.
I wouldn't expect them to start engaging until minions come to lane, unless the other team goes forward. I think Blitzcrank kind of gives blue team a stronger level 1.
Yeah, it's fair enough. You can see like even Zyra's just holding back here, and now Ez is, I assume, is going to do the same. Yeah, they're going to stay pretty close there, just trying to land a skill shot, but probably not going to land that. Yeah, and Blitz, you can just see Blitz just waiting there, and Ez just knows as well.
I didn't notice, but Ez has picked up armor instead of Doran's blade.
Oh yes, their initial builds. Yeah, Ez has actually changed it here. The rest seems pretty consistent.
I think he's waiting now for that level 6 play again. Hoping to just last till then.
Just hold that. Well, it did work very well for them the last game. Like they were able to turn it around just because they have so much damage in their ultimates. Yeah, they could go for it again here. Blitz is kind of freaking out there with Lucian. Oh god. Blitz, what are you doing? Leave Lucian alone.
That's not
god. He's just freaking out here.
Well, we can see the war dances have begun.
Yep. You know it's real when the war dances begin. Blitz's arms are just flailing about wildly.
And the creeps are here.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Oh, just a nice little shot off there on Lucian as well from Ez. That's very nice.
He repaid them though.
Yeah, yeah, he did. So nice to get that bit of extra damage in there. It's okay, so I'm expecting that we're gonna have like a very similar start here.
Yeah.
Just trying to hold off. Ooh, quite the miss there from Blitz as well. They were close. They were quite close for like his arm grab there.
Yeah.
Seems to have wildly overswung it. They've also both got a ward now in the brush, so they can both keep an eye on that area, I guess. It's like have that brush under lockdown.
CS game seems pretty similar to our last round.
Ezreal doesn't have the same loss that he had in the previous round.
Yeah, he's like there's no gap that's just immediately emerging here. They do seem to be pretty consistent.
So we'll see how that goes. In fact, Ezreal is 1 CS ahead. That said, there's 2 CS left in Lucian's lane. So
yeah, and
it's pretty nice for Ez as well. It's like
he's got the extra money from Blitz. As well.
It'd be nice for Ez as well if he can keep up the creep kills this time, because not having that sword, the sword like proper sword the last game, that must have hurt.
Not having the VS sword did hurt.
Yeah,
slightly.
So hopefully he'll be able to afford it this time. He seems to be doing fine here. He's just pretty consistent with them. Just even trades from both sides, really. In
fairness, he bought 4 long swords last game, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was.
He was 11 attack damage behind.
Yeah.
Yep.
It wasn't that much in the end.
Yeah.
Especially with that exhaust. So.
Yeah, that's true. It didn't didn't really factor in the end. He still did manage to go through it.
It's interesting that they're not playing around exhaust this time, because I do believe that made a very large difference in that last team fight.
Yeah, they seem to be a lot more aware of it.
That said, Lucian is 3 CS up on Ezreal right now.
He is 3 up, but like Ez is quickly catching up. I guess he is 3 up overall though.
Well, no, this means that Ezreal has been losing 1 or 2 creeps away.
Yeah.
So it's unlikely that Ezreal is going to gain advantage if they just leave it to CS.
He's never gonna really pull out in gold, I don't think.
Like if Lucian perfectly CS's here, he'll have 40 CS, or he'll have 4 CS more than Ezreal.
Well, he lost one there actually now, so he's been like kind of a possible 2 ahead now.
He's 3 CS ahead at the moment.
Oh, sorry, it was 3.
Assuming they both get perfect waves from here on.
Ez just lost the cannon though, so
That's going to hurt.
Yeah, Ez has fallen ever so slightly behind in like the potential creep kills there now. Just because Lucian has more opportunity at the moment.
Again, the thing is that Lucian is kind of better at farming. He has higher base AD at the moment, and he has higher attack speed, and he gets double auto attacks when his passive is active.
Mana-wise, both sides seem to be pretty reserved too. The only, like, Lucian's only half down, but like, again, that's more than enough that he needs at the moment. Especially because we haven't even had the first recall of this game yet.
Yeah, so look, we have 2 new waves coming in, and Ezreal's on 34, while Lucian is at 42 CS.
Yeah,
that's a major advantage.
Lucian
they did
does have an
scrape
advantage
that tower.
The brush is warded once again, so keeping an eye on Zyra there, who's just trying to be sneaky. Plotting something over there.
We do notice though that Lucian is after using a lot of...
she's getting pulled!
Oh my god, Zyra just got pulled!
This may have been a mistake, Zyra. This may have been a mistake.
They seem to be handling the engagement okay though. They seem to have pulled out of there. Oh, that could have gone really badly for them there. Oh my. They seem to be alright though. They have potions to heal it off too.
Lucian is after expending a lot of his mana on CS.
Yeah, he is. He's quite low now. That could have gone really badly there.
Yeah.
I must say. Zyra's being very aggressive here, just like kind of marching on Blitz as well.
I was expecting an arm to go out there, but I guess with Lucian's mana at the moment, he's not really into it. Yeah, we do seem to... Lucian is just kind of amassing a lead here in regards to creep kills, which is pretty good for him. He has pulled a fine 6 ahead.
Yeah.
Not to mention Blitzcrank's other 6 that have allowed him to gather a lot more gold.
Yeah, just a bit extra, which is quite nice. Just Zyra just playing the role of, I guess, team support to Ezreal there on a solid none, which is nice, I guess. Zyra again just trying to hide in the brush there just a bit, maybe just to get a little bit of a hit off Blitz if he walks just a bit too far forward. It's quite dangerous considering Blitz's grab.
Yeah. At the moment, I think the red team are able to afford to play more aggressive. Level 6 is coming up, and we've seen that their ultimates seemed to have more impact last time around, especially the massive CC from Zyra.
I think it's because they were generally able to dodge both Lucian and Blitz's ults.
I mean, that's an issue. Blitz's has very short range when you're dealing with 2 long-ranged champions.
Yeah, it does definitely help them here. Oh, Zyra's just gonna try just pop that down there, I guess. Yeah, we are approaching level 6 soon now. Lucian has a pretty good lead now.
There's quite a big gold advantage, but I don't think it's big enough that they can really abuse it.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's gonna leave. Not now.
That's the thing, yeah, it seems a bit too dangerous to kind of recall, and like they're both in pretty good standing as well, like as far as health and mana are concerned. Oh, we're gonna hit level 6 there for red team.
Yeah.
Yeah, red team are 6.
Nice. So ultimates are ready. And we did see them come back like from a loss like this just the last game.
Yeah, no, it does seem like they're losing. That does seem like they're winning, red team, but they are so far behind in CS.
Yeah, the important thing to note is that Ezreal can use his ultimate to farm. At the same time, Lucian can also do the same.
Yeah, that's true. It's also interesting to note that there is another ward in that brush, and we've seen Zyra kind of just hiding there quite a bit. So
Lucian is taking quite a bit of poke damage here.
Oh wow, yeah, actually, Lucian just went down quite quickly there.
And the ults haven't even gone off, so I would be careful if I was him.
Especially if Zyra gets her ult off on her plants, then that's a sudden burst of damage.
I've got to say, Ezreal is consistently landing that shot on Lucian there. Possibly going to recall there. Oh no, he seems to be healing up.
He's
He was
healing.
queuing it there for a sec. I definitely heard it.
Well, Blitzcrank still has procs of the Relic Shield, which you can use to heal Lucian. And Lucian is life stealing, so he's more than likely going to just stay in lane.
Yeah.
He's only got
Well,
23
it
left.
is quite a dangerous position now to even recall, just because.
We do see that the
Creep kills.
CS advantage has been lost by Lucian.
Yeah, they've managed to actually catch up here.
Only 2 behind now.
Well, there's still quite a few there to kill for Lucian, of course.
That is true. And we
So,
see
like,
Lucian
you can
using his
quickly
ultimate
maintain
to get
advantage.
CS.
Oh, and Ez
from lane.
blocking it.
Denying the creep kills. Wow.
The red team know that if they play aggressive.
Oh,
here-
and Ezreal goes for his ult there and just. Oh, he's just a very unfortunate miss there for Ez.
They can't return now, though. Not when this
Yeah,
19 CS.
Oh, it's so close with the CS. Yeah, it's too dangerous to return now.
The issue is that Ezreal's ultimate is going to be off cooldown again a lot quicker due to his Mystic Shot reducing its cooldown by 1 every time he lands it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he is
Oh,
landing
and
it.
Is Lucian actually going for the recall there? Oh, wow,
Yeah.
they're both going for the recall at this stage in the game.
They're going to have to. There's
No.
Oh, no.
They're considering it. That's the thing. Like, it's so dangerous to actually recall like that at this point because they're so close to actually winning on creep kills. Like the one advantage they have going for them at the moment is that they have a slight lead in creep kills.
the issue is it's very risky for them to stay in lane at the moment.
It is, but at the same time, if they recall, then they could just potentially
Catch
they could
22.
just potentially lose this match from creep kills.
Yeah.
It's like they're put in a tight spot at the moment on their low health.
And the
In
more
fairness,
they delay, the more it becomes a problem.
Yeah. Simultaneously, red team is quite low on mana here. Blitz is the only one who's in like kind of a relatively good stand-in to sort of
There
finish
is
everything.
9 kills.
They're getting quite aggressive with the tower push there. Oh, another ult from Ez! Oh my god.
Yeah, we can see that the tower is looking very, very unhealthy right now.
Oh,
that
and
is
there
the
it
tower.
goes. GG.
That is
That's the
game.
tower down. That is the tower down. We're just going to engage in like a final team fight here, but the tower has fallen.
Yeah, so
So,
like what we could see there was blue team didn't have time to they didn't have time to back to make use of the gold advantage. So even though they were quite ahead on creep score, they weren't able to do anything with the advantage, and they lost a lot of health going for that advantage.
Apologies for that. We now have the item picks. So, what did they pick up there, Stuart?
Well, we have a Spell Thief's Edge on Lulu, Doran's Blade, and some Total Biscuits for Lulu as well. Sivir has taken the Doran's Blade, obviously. Relic Shield on Leona. So, they're going to be hoping for a little bit of a gold advantage, I'd say.
We do see that Ezreal and Leona are both going a lot tankier than their team had been going previously. Ezreal has the cloth armor because
Yeah, he
Sivir
doesn't have
is
the
going to be
Doran's Blade this
very
time.
heavy poke.
Oh, and we're going for some initial engagement in the brush. Oh, quite a bit of
they
damage
weren't
dealt
expecting
on
that.
Leona there. Yeah, I don't think they were. I didn't think they realized that the ward had already been placed there.
And that is why Ezreal took cloth armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, just anticipating that initial engagement, I guess. Oh wow, we're gonna even have an initial recall here now. Well, it makes sense.
I
We do
mean-
still have time.
Yeah. It's not like
It
they're
does sort
gonna
of
miss
forfeit the
creep
brush
wave.
though if Lulu wishes to sort of claim it. Actually, no. I guess if Sivir recalls now, she can't really hold it. Sivir has to come
So
back as well.
Lulu came out of that engagement with 15 bonus gold from her Spell Thief's Edge. Not that that is going to make much of a difference here, but something to note. Yeah, it's really interesting to note that Ezreal went cloth armor this time, because when they were playing against Lucian, you'll note that he went Doran's Blade.
Only for the first round. Second round, he did actually take that cloth armor.
True. Okay.
The
So
ward's
Yeah,
actually
he
gonna wear
was-
off now, so that's like kind of just a bit of gold down now. When you think about it like that.
He was... I think last time they were hoping for that bit of sustain so that they could just push the tower. By the looks of it at the end. I mean, the lack of recalls meant that it did actually count in the end. Okay, wow.
Terribly sorry.
Already, damage is just going...
That's quite an initial engagement. Just they're
Lulu
really not
is
holding
just-
back in this initial engagement. Just trying to rack up as much as they quickly can. Leona playing it very aggressively. They just marched into the other brush there.
Oh, but
This is
Lulu's
already
been
forced to
landing
pop a
quite the
potion.
shots.
Leona popping down a ward there for their team as well. Dude, just Leona is playing it very aggressively here, just like kind of marching forward as often as she can.
Well, that's kind of how Leona has to play.
Yeah.
Leona is a very in-your-face kind of playstyle.
Lulu has already wasted one of Red 13's potions, so let's see if she can keep that up.
Yep, and we are even with the creep kills at the moment as well. It's 10 aside. So pretty consistent there.
Lulu seems to be taking one.
Sivir has quite a bit of mana expended as well at this stage of the game. It's really just popped quite a bit. Oh,
Yeah,
damn, we have a bit of an engagement here.
That's very much the issue with Sivir. She's very mana intensive, which is why she needs her spell shield.
Yeah, like she's on just very low mana now.
But once she hits 3, she should get her spell shield and be able to very easily regain mana due to the amount of skill shots and other skills that they'll try throwing on her.
Yeah. Lulu's getting off some really good pokes off on there as well.
Yeah, so we see that Sivir took spell shield, and Lulu has also put a point into each of her base skills.
Okay, Sivir is now dominating in CS.
So Ezreal has put.
Oh
second
wow!
point
Yes,
into
this has
Mystic
actually pulled
Shot.
ahead in the CS there. That engagement with Lulu must have just really distracted Ez. Like he was forced to fall back just for a moment there. It's a really good advantage for Sivir, I must say.
Full 9 behind. Oh,
And the mana is coming back up now that she has the spell shield. Just braving off as many hits as she can.
Oh wow, that is
very
very
nice.
impressive spell shield.
Yeah. And that may have
double
been a
ward
mistake
though.
there. Double ward in the brush. The team is just too in sync that they're both thinking along the same lines.
It's all about slow rolling skills here and getting Sivir to blow her spell shield.
Yeah. Like it really is going to matter here.
They are dominating this round.
Yeah, Sivir has got pulled like quite the lead already, I must say.
Now we have said that before, and that's led to a loss for this team.
That
but
is the thing, they have pulled back from this, but they have a different composition in their team now. So it
And
may
they are
play out
being
differently. Like they have a
very
much stronger level 6 game.
I think they are hoping to not really make it that far, by the looks of things.
They're playing it so aggressively. They're getting up just so much chip damage on the other team.
I think
Yeah.
they may be hoping
Oh
for.
wow,
a
and Leona's actually recalling now already. Ez as well.
They have to. They have to.
Yeah,
they're gonna falling so far behind.
This is going to be a really big advantage then, just in terms of creep kills. Like you've already got a lead of like 13 there. Just going to be able to push that forward as much as you can.
Yeah, so they're going to use this opportunity to back as well. We see that Ezreal picked up longswords to increase his attack damage, and he's also
Okay.
after picking up potions.
30 armor on Leona now.
Leona picked up 2 cloth armors. Sivir is after picking up a pickaxe and a
Accidentally
longsword.
buying an
Sivir had a
extra
second
Doran's
Doran's blade for just a moment there.
I would say she was considering it. The extra lifesteal in lane can be a big difference, but if she goes pickaxe longsword, she always has the option to go last whisper if the game reaches that later stage.
Yeah. So I really feel like this game, that's how this game is going to be decided. Just that level 6 period.
So
You seem to just be holding out for it.
Lulu has very much just gone for a very utility-based build. Like, she has Doran's ring and the boots, just so she's more mobile.
Yeah.
And she should have a bigger health and slightly better mana regen.
Yeah,
And here
and
comes
the
the
boost do
CS
help her with
train.
all the pokes that she's been going for as well. Like it just encourages that running forward, just
Mhm.
do a quick jab. So if they can force the other team to recall like that and just maintain their creep kill lead, they could very well take this game. Like it is just, there's just a, the gap is just widening and widening here. It really is.
15. That's
Like
much
15.
much higher than any other game.
Like that
By the
is
time
just
this,
such a
by the
huge
time they
lead.
finish.
We're really
Yeah.
seeing a lot of poke damage being exchanged here, though. Leona is waiting in the brush, but the ward goes in.
Yeah.
so she's
know
not
she's
going
there.
to effectively sneak attack.
Oh, Leona's going to go in for a bit of an engagement. Ez is coming in as well. Oh, are they going to keep going for it?
They're gonna run. They're gonna run.
Yeah, they seem to just be running out of there. They're not going to put up with
Pull
this.
back in.
Sivir is
Ezreal
kind of
popped her
going
spell
back in.
shield, so Sivir now suddenly has a lot more influence here.
Yeah.
And at
And
the
you
end
can
of
see
the
it
day,
actually just
that
taking out
is
the
not
creeps
a
there.
good engage for Ezreal and Leona.
Oh, a lead of 20. Like, that is huge. We're getting
By
to the
the
stage where it might not even be possible to catch up from that. Like, they need to have a good, like, kind of team engagement now at this stage, I'd say.
Well, for a team that was on the back foot coming into this, Devils and Limitless do seem to be doing extremely well here.
Yeah. Oh, Leona's going for
We
a
see
bit of
Leona
engagement
engaging,
there,
but she's taking a lot of poke damage.
yeah,
Ezreal is
that did
probably
not
more
work out in their
safe.
favor at all. Oh.
They're gonna
Ezreal
lose this
almost
tower
went down
here.
there as well. And it's so dangerous for them to even be near the tower.
We see that Sivir and Lulu are extremely close to hitting level 6. Leona and Ezreal are ever so slightly behind. Yes, so red team are after hitting level 6.
Yeah. Oh, God, they have such an advantage at this stage. They
Oh,
really
she's
do.
getting those shields off so well. So well.
Blue team is like in a
Sivir's
really
shields
tight
are
spot at the moment. They may even be able to push the tower down. Oh, realizing that Leona's just gonna go for it here.
But the ults are going to make the difference here.
Yeah, they're
and
just
it's-
gonna go for it. Down goes
Ezreal
Ez.
is
Leona just
down.
pulls away. Oh, and they just have to stick around and push that tower now. Leona has to recall. She just does not have enough health to stay in this. This could very well be
this
taken by
shows
the red
damage
team in just a
doesn't-
moment.
Red
I don't
team
think they
is
can
going
come
to
back
get
from
that
this.
tower, and it is looking like
There
that's
it is.
GG to
Yeah,
Devils
they're just gonna push that
Limitless.
tower now. They're gonna be able to take that game.
That was a very impressive comeback.
Yeah, that was, considering the last 2 games, like, that was very, very impressive. Like, they had such a lead that game. Oh my god. That was fantastic there.
Yeah,
So it's now 2 aside.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have one final game to determine who's the victor of this.
So we can see, even look at the gold advantage there.
Yeah, like, red team 1,700 ahead. Oh my word.
Well, I mean, you have to factor in the tower kill and such, but there was quite a large gold advantage.
Yeah.
And red team finished almost 30 CS ahead. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the final match. Yes.
Okay, straight in.
Yeah, so we're gonna dive straight in. Oh wow, the item builds
Same
are just
items.
instantly decided. No messing about here. They know what they want for these compositions.
Same as last round.
Yeah, we have Ezreal opting for the cloth armor again. over
He
Tourney
really
today.
needs it against Sivir.
Yeah, it did really help.
I
He's
mean,
just
if
gonna go
you
down a
just
bit
look
too
at
quickly
Ezreal
otherwise.
as a champion, he's far too squishy to go for the Doran start as much as he would like to.
Yeah.
But it adds so much to like his initial pokes though, like when you have that Doran's, like you're just doing so much damage in the early game.
It's interesting to note that Sivir only has 31 armor and 30 magic resist, while Ezreal has 37 armor and 42 magic resist. So it definitely shows that Ezreal seems to be playing a lot more cautiously.
Yeah.
Now we're going for another fight in the brush, it seemed, but
Well,
blue team
not
pulled back.
particularly, no. I think both teams just settled. It's like, let's just
Ooh.
allow each other to get our wards up and just leave it at that.
The attempts at the poke, though, they are there.
Yeah.
And Syndra, I think, thought she was in the brush.
I saw that there. Looked like she was, but like I think she was just standing menacingly outside of it. It's like, I don't even need the brush.
The brush
Just
needs
come
me.
at me. Yeah, so we're just going to have it cautious here. They're actually going to recall there just to recover off that bit of extra health. I suppose this is the final game. It's like you don't want any of that initial damage.
It's better to come into lane with full health and such.
Yeah, Hawkeye just seems to be not particularly fussed out by the little bit of damage.
He'll
I guess
probably
she's just
regen by the
probably
time they
recover
get
in
back.
time. That's the thing. It's like she should be pretty alright here. And yeah, they're just gonna camp it out in the brush there. And we have the first creeps coming in.
And as you can see, Hawkeye is almost healed back up at this stage.
Yeah, so it really didn't matter there. So it just made sense for the blue team there.
And we see
So, it'll be
Sivir
interesting.
laying down poke damage, but most of it
Immediately
is going
poke
across their
damage.
creep line.
Usually going for the poke damage. Like, I just love that about this team, how they're playing. Like, even at the early stages, like, it's so important to prioritize these creep kills. And they're still trying to just rack up as much as they can. Quite a bit of damage off on Lulu there, I must say.
Yeah.
Thankfully able to recover it off.
Lulu has quite a lot
No
of
real fear.
potions with her though.
She does, yeah. She's
went fast.
game stalled.
Another poke there from Ezreal.
We can see that Syndra is throwing out her attacks, reducing the health of creeps, quite possibly to help Ezreal, as he has difficulty CSing.
Oh.
And that is the Sivir shield, which does
they are
not
being
get
really
off.
aggressive here. Oh my god. Just narrowly missing.
And that's the ignite
Oh.
on Ezreal. He is going to make it out alive, though.
Yeah, he does have the heal there. He seems to be okay.
Overall, though, the engagement didn't turn out too well for them.
That
Yeah.
is no heal and no exhaust for the blue team. Or no heal and no ignite for the blue
Ignite.
team.
Yeah.
Red team do have their ignite and their exhaust up.
Yeah, so if they go for a bit,
Did they not
bit
use
of
it?
engagement here, they can just
That-
slowly whittle them down. Blue team seems to be recovering quite a bit faster than the red team here. Lieutenant Hawkeye getting quite a bit. Sorry, Syndra. Quite a bit.
Yeah,
of additional
Lieutenant
damage.
Hawkeye, she's
Sorry,
after getting
Syndra,
extremely
Syndra.
low.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if she has the mana to throw out a combo. She doesn't.
Yeah, she's really badly damaged this early in the game.
I
That
think they were
engagement did
hoping
not
to
work
take
out
it
well
away
for
with
them.
that.
Sorry, Stuart?
I'm pretty sure they were hoping to take it away with that.
Yeah,
With that
it got
engagement
very
there.
close to them getting first blood there.
Yeah. Do you think Syndra will be forced to recall at this stage? Like, she's already popped all her potions.
Yeah, I think Syndra is going to have to recall.
Sorry.
Um,
It might
that
be
said,
right, yeah.
Syndra only has 300 gold on her, so at best
would
she's
be
going to
worth it
recall
while.
for plot armor.
Yeah.
We can see that Sivir is on almost 750 gold, so
And oh,
to
Syndra's actually gone
Ezreal's
for the recall there.
600.
Yep, Syndra's going to go ahead and recall there. It does make sense.
If
She's
Sivir
sustained
had
a lot of
activated her
damage.
ricochet, she could have possibly actually stopped the back there.
Oh.
Okay, went for a
Just cutting
fairy
away.
charm and some potions.
Okay, so Sivir is aiming to just keep the poke consistent.
Yep. In regards to the creep kills here as well, we're seeing a similar lead to the last game with Sivir. It's like
They are
considerably
pulling
ahead
back
of Ezreal.
now. They are pulling back now.
She is
so-
recalling back though, yeah, so Ezreal should be able to recover from this quite readily as they are back in the base. Oh,
He's
Ezreal's going to
heading
fall back as well.
too.
I guess to recover... No? Considering it, I guess, at least.
The big issue is if Ezreal stays in now, he's going to be facing off a Sivir who has a pickaxe and a Doran's Blade of extra AD against him. He'll
and
probably
he's-
be backing now.
Yeah, it
he's
does
got
make
more
sense. Like,
CS.
he doesn't have the mana for that engagement either. Like, he's not going to be able to last too terribly long that lane.
So Syndra has 100 gold on her, so she's probably going to pack and get a few potions. And that's what we do see her do.
Yeah, and sure enough there.
Ezreal is
Ezreal's
after
gonna
going
build up the
double
swords again.
longsword. So
Yeah, with
once again,
5
he's
potions.
he's 5 AD down on what Sivir is after backing to get.
He's taken 5 health potions and is that 3 mana potions there?
Yep, that's what
So-
it looks like.
Yeah, he's stocked up for it, definitely.
Yeah, he's sticking from now on.
And we can see that Sivir is just holding the lane here. They don't need to push this. They don't need to play aggressive.
Yeah, they seem to be doing fine here. And still that's a slight lead in just creep kills.
It's only a very slight lead. I would have expected Sivir to have had a higher lead here. But definitely Sivir is going to scale better at taking creeps than Ezreal, just as her kit can hit across multiple creeps.
Ezreal's definitely going to have an opportunity to catch up here now. Just
Ooh,
'cause
Lulu
he's
taking
still
quite
up.
the bashing.
Yeah, quite a bit of damage off from Lulu there. It's a bit of a push. Sivir getting a very nice glaive off there on Syndra.
Now, Sivir has
Sivir gets the spell shield there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sivir has a spell shield now.
she has regained her creep lead.
Oh, he's going for a bit of an aggressive push there.
She's after
getting hit
establishing
by
a
the
10
tower.
creep lead.
Yeah, she's after maintaining the creep lead now, so... Oh god, could we be seeing a repeat of the last match now? Like, she has that advantage. If she can just maintain this now.
She's only got 1 health potion left. Though.
I
So
honestly
she takes
think
too
that
much poke.
this match is very much in favor of Sivir and Lulu at the moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, they're getting so much damage off on Syndra there as well. Ezreal's pokes just aren't quite coming true as he goes for them.
The issue
they're
is
being very aggressive.
Ezreal kind of has to win this matchup by poke because Sivir and Lulu just have a better like prolonged game. If they're just fighting for creeps, then Sivir is able to CS more efficiently, and she can do it more effectively because her skills all allow her to hit multiple creeps simultaneously.
Yeah.
As we see here.
Yeah, as we see here.
And definitely her
damage off an
spell
edge.
shield, giving her free mana, it isn't hurting that.
She's out of potions now.
Oh, Ez
Ezreal.
went for the
Ooh.
ult and missed. Oh, got off on the creeps at least, but
Yeah, so at the very
unfortunate.
least, he is after setting himself an easier lane to farm. But that's
Yeah.
not really what he was wanting here. That said, Syndra is quite a bit off level 6.
Oh,
That's the
Oh,
exhaust
dear.
on Sivir, but
yeah, what was going on there?
the exhaust purely forced the disengage, because otherwise they would have gotten a kill on Ezreal there.
Yeah, I think he's being forced to recall now as well.
So we can see Lulu's Ignite is down, Sivir's heal is down. Syndra and Ezreal, both of Ezreal's summoners are down. Syndra has both summoners up. If they play it well, Syndra could quite possibly assassinate one of the enemy laners.
And they're actually recalling here. I guess it's been more
She's
of a
gonna-
goal that they've amassed.
oh, she was trying to delay it there, but she just left just a little bit too late.
It's like, goodbye.
Double
She
picks.
reconsidered at the last minute.
Okay, so we see
Too much
Ezreal
left to
has
go.
4 long swords, and Sivir has 2 pickaxes. So Sivir is currently 10 AD ahead, just based off those items that they've picked up. Ezreal is after getting a scrying orb. Has he had that from the start of the match?
The Scrying Orb? I don't think he has. I haven't seen it.
No.
If he had, and I haven't seen it. He must have just recently got that.
Okay, so we see
Yeah.
We
Lieutenant
do have all our
Hawkeye.
ults now, by the way.
Yes, all the ults are up.
Everyone's got
And Lulu is basically just going to hold her ultimate until Hawkeye and Red try to make a move.
Yeah.
She
Wait
can
for that
basically
push to
just
be too
stop
far.
the assassination. And if she successfully does that, I'm pretty sure Devils and Limitless are going to win on CS here.
Yeah, they're reaching the 100 mark now. It's going to be difficult for the red team here. Like,
And you
they
just
need
see
something to push back.
Sivir is
very
just
difficult.
carrying through those creeps now.
Oh, that
And we
was
see
very
Lulu-
close.
Oh, the ignite is popped, but it's not going to be enough. That was quite the engagement there. They were really going for it there. They know that they're approaching like kind of the 100 creep kill mark. Like they are just pushing back against it at this stage.
So we see that the Lulu ult was used specifically to counter the ignite and just burst damage in general.
Just provide that bit of a buff just to outlive it. Oh! Oh, Syndra is playing it
looks like-
dangerously. Ez taking a lot of damage right now. Oh, and he just flashes out of there. Well, sorry, not
We
he's
see
out
the
of
arcane shift from Ezreal to
Yes.
get out there, but yeah, it is not looking good for red team here.
there. Oh, yeah. They're only
Especially as
16 creep kills
Sivir
away.
can regen health here.
It's like they're so badly damaged, but at this stage you just can't afford to recall.
No, it's too
Like,
late.
you won't get back in time.
Point. Syndra has enough mana to try out any combo she wants at the moment.
Oh, and the
but
tower
that's really
is
not
taking a
enough.
lot of damage.
She missed the stun there.
See the final
Oh,
bit
she
of
wasn't
damage. Oh!
And that is first
Oh,
blood
there
for
goes
Lulu.
Ez.
First blood.
There goes Ez. Lulu picks up the kill there. Oh, Syndra is being forced to recall now as well. This does not look good for red team.
This is GG. This is definitely GG.
And preemptively, the turret in mid fell, but that is good game to Devils
Turret in
Limitless.
mid. Oh my god. Yeah, they're going to be able to push the tower there, and they're going to take the game there.
So we have our winners,
Oh my
Aerox
God.
Devils and Aerox Limitless of the meme team, have won the first Trinity 2v2 tournament.
Yes, they have won. Oh my god. That was just a fantastic turnaround. Like, going from just losing the first 2 games like that, to then just consistently winning with such an advantage as well. Like, even the final creep kills there. Like, they're almost 20 ahead. 19 ahead there at the end.
And we see Lulu running victory laps around Summoner's Rift.
Yeah. Well, I imagine she's pretty happy with herself at the moment.
Yeah,
Not even going to
was
recall.
very well played by both teams.
Yeah, very well played.
it definitely shows that the meme team made the right pick choices. Going
Definitely,
for
yeah. Like that
Sivir.
combination of Sivir and Lulu worked so well together.
They just couldn't deal with it in the end. They just couldn't handle
It was just too much for them. Oh, it's from such a strong start to this. Well, this has been the league tournament then. Shall we wrap it up here, Daniel? Or?
Yeah, I think we're good. So thank you for joining us, everybody.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed this. This has been Sci-Fi's league tournament, and our winner is the meme team.
Thanks for watching.
Yes, thank you for watching.